With Vice President Kamala Harris now the presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party, conversations from both her and her supporters have been swirling around not about her policies, but about her identity as a woman of color. And people in research are taking notice since her campaign is significant because, well, they vote differently. Heidi joins us to explain. Heidi?
We saw how once President Biden stepped aside, Kamala Harris raised more than $80 million in 24 hours. 1.5 million of those dollars came from a Zoom call on Sunday night called Win with Black Women. I spoke to a Macalester College professor on what we're seeing and the significance behind it.
All over the news.
I've seen what she is capable of.
It's all about Kamala Harris, the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee. But long before this,
the Kamala Harris Project started in 2021.
Duchess Harris, a professor of American Studies at Macalester College, serves on the project advisory board for the Kamala Harris Project. Duchess and 15 other academics have been tracking Kamala's tenure as vice president as the nation's first woman, first Black American, and first South Asian American in the position.
A lot of people were not focusing on her because people did not think this moment was going to happen. And so what I think is going to be really interesting is how she will now be vetted in a way that she was not vetted 4 years ago.
After President Biden's announcement to drop out of the race, Kamala Harris supporters quickly mobilized. Sunday, an estimated 90,000 Black women and allies took part in a Win with Black Women Zoom call, raising $1.5 million in 3 hours.
What it does is help Americans that might have been surprised by that understand what Black women have been doing for the last 50 years, actually maybe 60 years. Black women are the most loyal voting bloc within the Democratic Party. 94% of Black women voted for Hillary Clinton. White women were divided, and divided so much that more white women voted for Donald Trump than they voted for Hillary Clinton.
Duchess also explains how the concept linked fate can help people better understand voting behavior patterns.
Women of different races vote in a way that supports their entire family. Black women will ask, how does this impact my father, my husband, my son? What we have found is that Black men will not say, how will this impact my wife? But we think now with Vice President Harris, that will be changing.
Tonight will be the largest gathering of Black men in politics in recent history.
The night after Sunday's Zoom meeting, Black men came together, raising $1.3 million in 4 hours.
That also is really unprecedented.
It's been 8 years since Hillary Clinton made history, the first time a major party had nominated a woman for president.
We're in a different moment than when Hillary was running because we're now post-Dobbs.
And for those who think Harris's identity should be left out of the conversation, Duchess says that's wishful thinking.
Colorblind does not work when you go to cast your vote. There were African Americans who had never voted who came out to vote because Barack Obama was running for presidency. There were women, including, as I said, white women who would not vote for Hillary because they didn't want a woman president. And so race does matter, gender does matter. I understand that people want us to get past it, but we have not gotten past it.
Now here in Minnesota, the Harris campaign's first event focused on winning over Asian American voters. On Tuesday, her campaign visited Hmong Village in St. Paul and held a roundtable with Asian business owners. Jana.
Heidi, and you and I were talking just as Duchess Harris was saying, you know, we haven't gotten past a lot of things. Like here in Minnesota, we've never had a female governor. There's just a lot of things that women haven't done yet.
Yeah, that's correct. And it will be interesting to see further outreach here in the state and kind of what we'll see, especially with about 100 days left.
Okay, thanks so much, Heidi.